Elimination Day has arrived at the Giamatti Center, and Bristol for this Mid-Atlantic Regional. Lose and the dream ends for this summer. Win and you're still on the road to Williamsport.
Win or lose, it's how you play the game. With everything you got. No energy saved, no emotion held back.
That one is to left. They play shallow.
And that's what baseball is. A game. A kid's game that says summertime and the innocent time of life.
Ripped to right field. This one's deep, and it is gone.
That gives us moments to cherish and life lessons to follow forever.
Welcome, Little League Baseball fans, to broiling Bristol, Connecticut. Temperatures well into the 90s and the battle hot and heavy in an elimination game between Clinton County, Pennsylvania and Milton, Delaware. And neither one of these great state champions are ready to go home. Here's a look at the Little League Baseball division at a glance. 6 state champions in each region playing a modified double elimination format on a field 2/3 the size of a major league field. 6-inning games with mandatory participation rules in effect. And hello, everyone. I'm Mark Brown, along with former 10-year Major League vet Chris Denorfia. And these two teams, they didn't play their best in their first games. In fact, they didn't score a run as they each lost. What's the mental approach coming into an elimination game?
Well, today it's going to be really important that they relax, have fun, stay in the moment, and take it one pitch at a time.
All right, so that's the mental approach. Let's talk about what needs to happen on the field. What are your keys for victory today?
All right, well, today my keys: pounding the zone. Don't allow any of those free passes and avoid those long rallies. And offensively, it's going to be really important to get runners on base any way you can. Keep momentum on your side and let the game come to you. Don't try to hit that 3-run homer when no one's on. Take your walks and pass the baton on to your teammates.
And if you do that, more baseballs coming for one of these teams. Baseball's boys of summer have come to a fork in the road on the way to Williamsport, Pennsylvania and Delaware. Only one can advance. First pitch coming up on ESPN+. And welcome back to Bristol, the beautiful Giamatti Little League Center, as we've got a Mid-Atlantic Regional Elimination game just about to start. The Pennsylvania champions from Clinton County, that's the Keystone Little League, taking on Milton Little League of Delaware. And we've got a little bit of weather that has just really come to the edge of the area here, and we've heard some thunder. So at this very moment, we're having to clear the field and perhaps even a sighting of lightning. So there are very specific rules that call for the clearing of the players off the field for a prescribed period of time until we know that lightning is out of the way. We haven't had any rain here so far during the course of the tournament. Mark Brown along with Kristen Orfia. And if anything, maybe it's going to cool things off a little bit, but looks like we're going to be a little delayed here.
Oh, I hope so. It sure has been hot since we got here. But this one doesn't look like it's going to completely ruin our fun. Just maybe wait a little bit, make us wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, these players, they've really got to be disappointed. You can see they're just sagging shoulders right there. They're ready to play some baseball. Delaware, the Milton Little League, lost their first game. That was on Sunday to Maryland 6-0. They had only 2 hits in that one. And there's the current weather conditions, 89 degrees, so it has fallen just a little bit below that 90-degree mark. But it feels like 98 with the humidity in the area. As for Keystone Little League of Pennsylvania, they had a bye on Sunday, and then they lost 7-0 to that tough New York team. Well, we're going to take a little break here because we've got this lightning delay, and when they're ready to play, we'll be back with you on ESPN+. About 3 hours ago, Pennsylvania and Delaware were ready to do battle, but some unexpected weather came storming in. An incredible downpour and some huge winds have battered the Giamatti Center in Bristol, but thankfully, all of that has come and gone, and we're ready for Little League World Series Baseball. Welcome, Little League fans, to Bristol, an elimination game in the Mid-Atlantic region. Clinton County, Pennsylvania, and Milton, Delaware are getting ready to do that battle. Both of these are state champions, but each looking for their first game in a win or go home ball game, and neither of them are ready to go anywhere. Here's a look at the Little League division of baseball at a glance. 6 state champions in each region playing a modified double elimination format on a field 2/3 the size of a major league field. 6-inning games with mandatory participation play in effect. And hello, everyone. I'm Mark Brown, along with 10-year MLB vet Kristen Orfia. Better late than never, so we're happy to have some baseball coming your way. Well, let's talk about this delay. These guys were literally ready for first pitch and then have had a 3-hour delay. How's that going to affect them?
I'm sure they'll be pretty resilient. I don't think anybody's really too upset with spending an extra time in those dormitories, maybe an extra game of ping pong, maybe some more Fortnite. Who knows? But I think everything's going to get going real nicely soon, and we got a nice game ahead of us.
Absolutely do. Let's talk about on the field now. What are the keys to victory today?
Yeah, the keys for the pitchers. They really need to pound that strike zone and not allow any free passes. And offensively, it's very important to get runners on base any way you can. And what I mean by that is to let the game come to you. Don't try to hit that 3-run homer when nobody's on base. Take your walks and pass the baton to your teammates.
Well, baseball's boys of summer have come to a little fork in the road on the way to Williamsport, Pennsylvania and Delaware. Only one can advance. First pitch coming up next on ESPN+. About 3 hours ago, Pennsylvania and Delaware were ready to do battle, but some unexpected weather came storming in. An incredible downpour and some huge winds have battered the Giamatti Center in Bristol, but thankfully, all of that has come and gone, and we're ready for Little League World Series Baseball. Welcome, Little League fans, to Bristol, an elimination game in the Mid-Atlantic region. Clinton County, Pennsylvania, and Milton, Delaware are getting ready to do that battle. Both of these are state champions, but each looking for their first game in a win-or-go-home ball game, and neither of them are ready to go anywhere. Here's a look at the Little League division of baseball at a glance. 6 state champions in each region playing a modified double elimination format on a field 2/3 the size of a major league field. 6-inning games with mandatory participation play in effect. And hello, everyone. I'm Mark Brown, along with 10-year MLB vet Kristen Orfia. Better late than never, so we're happy to have some baseball coming your way. Well, let's talk about this delay. These guys were literally ready for first pitch and then have had a 3-hour delay. How's that going to affect them?
I'm sure they'll be pretty resilient. I don't think anybody's really too upset with spending an extra time in those dormitories, maybe an extra game of ping pong, maybe some more Fortnite. Who knows? But I think everything's going to get going real nicely soon, and we got a nice game ahead of us.
Absolutely do. Let's talk about on the field now. What are the keys to victory today?
Yeah, the keys for the pitchers. They really need to pound that strike zone and not allow any free passes. And offensively, it's very important to get runners on base any way you can. And what I mean by that is to let the game come to you. Don't try to hit that 3-run homer when nobody's on base. Take your walks and pass the baton to your teammates.
Well, baseball's boys of summer have come to a little fork in the road on the way to Williamsport, Pennsylvania and Delaware. Only one can advance. First pitch coming up next on ESPN+.
Safe environment while following tournament rules. No fans are allowed access to the dugouts or playing field.
And by the same token, please stay off the outfield fence. Alcohol, smoking, smokeless tobacco, and e-cigarettes are all strictly prohibited at the Giamatti complex. Our security personnel reserve the right to inspect any bag or cooler, especially those left unattended. Balls will leave the field, so stay alert and retrieve balls to the black gate behind home plate. In no circumstance shall the ball be thrown back onto the field. Noise-making devices are not permitted, and finally, please don't stand along the front rail of each grandstand. Thank you for your cooperation and good evening.
Well, you can see just how nervous these Keystone Little Leaguers from Clinton County, Pennsylvania are before the start of this one. That was only a few minutes ago. So, yeah, they're having fun. They're not worried about elimination game in this matchup with Milton, Delaware. They're out here ready to have some fun. Hey, here's a look at the Little League Division format, modified double elimination. Basically, phase one is a double elimination tournament. Phase two is the winners of the elimination bracket and winners bracket meeting for the regional championship. Well, the weather has, it got worse and now it's improved. It was really hot with a feels like temperature of 98 before the storm came in, and it did cost us 3 hours of no baseball here, but it has significantly cooled down temperatures. We're now down to 78 and feeling like 71 here in Bristol. Mark Brown along with Chris DeNorfia as you are looking at the Milton, Delaware team, and the starting pitcher, Tyler Jacona. He's a 12-year-old, just 5 feet tall, and he is one of the returning players for Milton, Delaware. They were here in the regional last year, and he was here as an 11-year-old. Big start on the mound here tonight.
Yeah, let's get some baseball going.
And first pitch is outside for a ball. First batter for Pennsylvania is Braylon Corder. He'll play shortstop tonight, and they are known as the Keystone Little League, so that's what you see on their jersey, and they hail from Clinton County, Pennsylvania, just a stone's throw from Williamsport. So should they get there, as they did in 2011, the road to Williamsport actually kind of leads them right back home. And bounces that one, 2-1 count here. Tyler Jacona is called by his manager, or described by his manager, Paris Mitchell, as Mr. Everything. Today, he's got to be a pitcher.
A jack of all trades.
The fastball by him there to get the count back to 2-2.
Nice fastball there. He warmed up with a full repertoire of pitches, so we'll see what he's got.
That one foul back to stay alive. It's always fun when we watch him warm up to see what they got. Take a look, and you think he's got a pretty strange pitch there, maybe, that we'll see.
I keep seeing knuckleballs. I don't know if my eyes are failing me at this point in my life, but he was throwing something funky out there, that was for sure.
See if he's saving that one for the tough spot. Still 2-2. Seventh pitch at the at-bat coming up here. That last foul ball was ripped pretty well by Corder. And that one is headed up into the gap in left center field. That one will get all the way to the wall. Corder is already at second base, and he'll stay there with a stand-up leadoff double.
And Corder here just trying to get something going for his team. Got a fastball in the middle of the zone. Absolutely smokes it to the fence. Got something cooking now with a runner at second.
Dallas Alexander takes his strike on the outside corner. Home plate umpire tonight, Owen Sprague. He's from Portland, Maine. And that one is grounded foul off of third. 0-2 count here. Keystone had a bye on Sunday, so that's a big advantage there. But then they lost to that New York juggernaut from Staten Island, the Mid-Island Little League, 7-0. Only 2 hits in that game. So they're looking to get those bats going tonight. And that one is headed down the right field line and just going foul.
They're wasting no time jumping all over these pitches this inning, trying to get that early lead.
It's an elimination game, so both these teams in the elimination bracket. Delaware did play Sunday, losing 6-0 to Maryland. Only 2 hits for them in that game. And that is hit well to center field, but a great jump on it and a diving catch by Trey Hitchcock. Corder tags up and goes to third, but that is our latest web gem from Bristol.
So many good things happening on this play. A great job of hitting the ball the other way. What a great sliding catch. And not only that, but But the runner tagging at second with nobody out is so important to get that runner to third. Now with one out, there are so many more ways that he can score from there. Just great fundamental baseball all around.
This the number 3 hitter, Levi Schlesinger. His nickname is Taco. Here's the story behind that. We'll tell you between the next pitch. That one just missing outside. So he basically spilled taco sauce on his uniform when he went to Taco Bell in between games one day. So from that point on, he's been Taco.
If that's how you get a nickname, I'm sure everybody could be called Taco at some point in their life.
Nice spot on the outside corner there. One out, man on third. For the number 3 hitter, Schlesinger. And he hits a ground ball to second base. The run will come home, and the throw is high and off the mark to first. So Schlesinger is safe at first on the throwing error from second base.
Infield back there, conceding the run, just trying to get an out. And for the team from Pennsylvania, an early lead now.
Well, it's taken until Wednesday to get their first run, but they're feeling good. One out. And their number 4 hitter coming up.
Pinch hitter number 12, Alec Fravel.
Caden Colby is scheduled to be the number 4 hitter, but we are using a pinch hitter already here in the first inning for the number 4 hitter. So Alec Fravel has come in for a turn at bat. Nickname is Big E. 12-year-old. And he grounds that one foul. Nice hand, third base.
As we continue to see things, something new all the time, every day here at Little League Baseball.
And swing and a miss, strike 3, but it goes to the backstop, and he will get to first. Fravel. So that will count as a strikeout statistically for Jacona. Oh, wait, sorry. The first base was occupied. Yes, so that
The center fielder number 20,
the out will be
Connor
registered.
Foltz.
Sorry about that. Drop third is not something you can go on as a hitter if there's less than 2 outs and first base is occupied.
We love the hustle, though.
Yes, absolutely. That's foul back. So 2 outs, man on second. Alec Fravel is on second, and we have Connor Foltz, the center fielder.
Base hit, 20, it's go now.
And he grounds it to third. Nolan Berry up with it and guns it over to first. Very close play, but called out to end the inning. So Pennsylvania gets 1 run, but no more. And we'll get a look at the Delaware Bats when we come back to Bristol.
Fans, thanks for coming to Bristol. And visiting. .com. Also, we have a winner in today's pin raffle. John Calabrese, a player on the New York team, has won today's pin raffle. John, you may bring your winning ticket to the gift shop to claim your prize. Congratulations.
Gets to Williamsport over these next few days. Here is a look at when those things are happening. Southwest will get a ticket bunch. They'll be the first one. That'll be tomorrow afternoon. And Southeast fresh on their heels. Then we'll have to wait for Saturday for the other 6 regions. What a day of Little League Baseball. All on ESPN Plus, the ESPN app. You can see them all. Look how they're staggered so nicely for you. Well, how about that poster from the fans? Keystone is coming. Well, they are here, and they got the first run of the game, and now
We will get a look at Brady Myers on the mound for the Pennsylvania champions, and he starts off with a fastball to Trey Hitchcock, who had that great diving catch out in center field in the top of the first. Locating that fastball right there. 0-2 count. Way to get ahead. And he throws the off speed, and Hitchcock is there. Hitchcock's nickname is Laces. Not sure where that came from. There's some stuff on Brady Myers, 12-year-old. Just missing there.
And he is ready to go. Just getting the ball, getting back on the mound.
And grounded to first. A nice play by Gabriel Johnson, arranging well off the bag, and then takes it himself.
The shortstop, number 9, Gage Joseph.
So first out. Took 5 pitches to get. This is Gage Joseph. Number 2 hitter, swinging through the fastball there. Looking aggressive. There are 5 players from Delaware's Milton team that were here last year as 11-year-olds, and now they're back with that experience under their belt. We'll see if they can put it to use against Pennsylvania. That ball is smoked to left field. One hop to the wall. Joseph stumbles around first, and he will stop at second with a double.
Delaware coming right back with an answer, getting something going in the bottom of the first. Great looking swing. Rocket out to the fence. And it's about the 3rd runner we've seen slipping out here a little bit as they check to see if he missed first base. You have to keep an eye on that. It did rain an awful lot in a very short period of time, and the grounds crew did a great job of keeping that infield dry, but the grass is going to be soaked still.
Fouled straight back. This is the pitcher, Tyler Jacona, batting in the number 3 spot here. He's got a runner in scoring position after the Gage Joseph double. And he's finding that outside corner, locating that fastball nicely. 0-2 to Jacona.
Staying ahead of every hitter so far.
Fouling it back to stay alive here. Oh, and he's rung up on the outside corner.
Tough pitch on that outside corner there.
The first baseman,
Let's see that one again.
34, Bryce Dominic.
Maybe a bit friendly on that outside corner.
And Brady Myers is happy about that. Line shot to center field by Bryce Dominic, and another web gem. Center fielders coming up with some great stuff. That one from Connor Foltz to end the first. What do you think about this one, partner?
Those are the most difficult catches that outfielders can make. Coming in on a ball, you have to get such a good break. Look at the extension.
Feeding all teams at no cost to the players or their Little League programs. Thank you for your generous support of Little League Baseball.
Earlier today in the Mid-Atlantic region, Maryland defeated Washington, D.C. 18 runs, a bunch of them coming off the bat of Owen Knurr, who absolutely crushed 2 out of the park in an 18-7 victory for Maryland. So they move along within the elimination bracket and end Washington, D.C.'s run. But Knurr now with 4 home runs this week in Bristol. What a slugger.
He's red hot at the right time for his team.
1-0 Pennsylvania as they come to the plate in the top half of the second inning. Kevin Greninger, the left fielder, just 4'11" and 79 pounds. Always smiling, hence the nickname. Smiles. 1-1.
See if we can get himself on base here, and let's see that smile.
Shows bunts. Lays off it, but it is strike 2, 1-2.
Looked like he was trying to take that ball with him. As a lefty coming out of the box, if you can pull that ball just short of the second baseman, it kind of ends up in a no man's land. Becomes very difficult to field. Great way to get a single.
Little old school drag bunt. 2-2 count. That one is well up and away. So full count and 27th pitch on the way for Delaware's Tyler Jacona. And that's on the outside corner for strike 3. Well, it looks like a pitcher's plate umpire today. Consistently calling that ball on the outside part of the plate.
Gabriel Johnson.
Yeah, and really all you can do as a hitter in this case is just go back to the dugout and tell your teammates, hey, we're going to have to cover this pitch today. All you can ask is that the umpire is consistent, and right now, that's a strike.
Yeah, it is on both sides of the plate. And that one well inside. And how much communication is there of that? You know, you come out after getting called out on strikes. You go back in the dugout. You talk to your teammates like, hey, you know, this is like a ball outside, but he's calling it a strike.
Yeah, I always like to communicate with my teammates, especially when I was hitting at the top of the order. You really have to emotionally separate yourself, especially on a pitch like that where maybe you didn't agree, and just go in there and be a good teammate and help everybody else out by saying, you know what, hey, this pitch was maybe a little bit outside, but we're gonna have to cover that pitch, so everybody be ready for it. That way nobody gets upset and everybody knows what's gonna happen when you get up there.
And that consistent strike zone that you talk about in the game, doesn't matter if it's a little bit outside, right? This is what it's going to be today.
Yes, absolutely.
And so that is ball 4.
The pitcher, number
As
18,
Gabriel
Brady
Johnson.
Myers.
It's the 1-out walk. That'll bring up Brady Myers, who shows bunt and pulls back for ball 1. This time he gets the bunt down, and it's a good one. Only one play to first, and safe. Not sure if he beat him or was pulled off the bag. Jacona seemed to slip there as he tried to throw the ball to first.
Yeah, it just seemed to lose his footing as he tried to plant and throw. This is going to be a story for us tonight with so much rain falling so quickly. Just couldn't get anything on the throw. What a close play.
Well, Dominic held the bag. He did an excellent job there. That was just a case of him straight beating it out. And it looks like we might get a challenge on this one. We'll see if first base umpire John West Jr. can keep his perfect record on close plays up. I'm going with him.
It's a coin flip for me right now.
Yeah, that's tough. If he's safe because of that just fraction of a second slip on the slippery field. home plate umpire Owen Sprague. He comes from Portland, Maine. John West Jr. from Holbrook, Mass. Stephen Schwartz, second base umpire from Portland, Maine. There's the look at it again.
Might be 2 for 2. I think he got them both right.
It ruled safe, so you've got to have conclusive evidence to overturn, and that's even closer than the last one.
That's as close as it comes. We got 2 really good looks at that.
All right, here we go. What's it going to be? Safe. Good on you, John West Jr. He has had some tight calls at first. He's got them both. So 1 out, now first and second.
The catcher, number 10, Gardner Fravel.
And as players, we were really apprehensive about the implementation of replay. But I don't think you're going to get anybody arguing with it anymore. It takes a little bit of the pressure off of the situation, knowing that it's not a do or die call, that there is a backup in case something that close has to have another look at it.
This is Gardner Fravel at the plate, and he looks to bunt as well. Fouls it off for strike 2. And before I say there's no way he'll be bunting with 2 strikes, we've already seen it here.
That we have.
And you're telling me it's a trend that might make some sense.
I'm saying don't be surprised. It was a conversation I did have at the minor league level, but you know, if you think about it, it makes pretty good sense.
Ground ball to short. Charging is Gage Joseph. He gets the out at second, and now we'll have runners at the corners.
See Joseph here. Did a great job of charging that ball.
Number 22, Braylon
Really made a
Porter.
good decision just to get the guy out at second, get that 1 out. Give his pitcher a chance here to get out of this.
Now 2 outs. And back to the top of the order. And that one's on the outside corner as Braylon Porter takes strike 1. Led off the game with a double. One's outside, and you could see the catcher, Chase Mitchell, aggressively trying to frame that one back into the zone. Nice stop there by Mitchell.
Framing has become so important at the big league level. Just trying to steal a strike here or there can really turn the game around.
Yep, and it's subtle, right? I mean, just catching it and pulling it back in, that's not going to get it done.
They're artists back there.
They sure are. Who's the best at it, would you say?
Well, I don't think you can argue with the success that Yadier Molina's had. And just the amount of games he plays year after year after year, handling that pitching staff.
Fouled off from the full count.
I don't think there's any pitcher out there that wouldn't love throwing a Yadi.
Yeah, he's going to get you. He's going to get you some extra strikes. 3-2, 2 outs. First and third. And Porter fouls off another one. And Tyler Jacona's pitch count for Milton Delaware is starting to get up there. We are in the second inning. He's got 44 pitches already. And this at-bat has had a big part of it. The 8th pitch of the at-bat, and that is a wild pitch for ball 4. And they will hold at third base, so the bases are loaded. Gabriel Johnson gave it a look, but decided, you know what? We'll take bases loaded for Dallas Alexander.
Yeah, you don't want to take the stick out of the big fella's hands here. You got a bases loaded situation. Chance for a big inning.
And Jacona delivers a great first pitch there for strike one. A lot of confidence being shown in Tyler Jacona here. Haven't seen his manager flinch at all. That ball is ripped to center field and deep. One bounce to the wall. Here they come. 2 runs in, and 3 runs will score on a 2-run double for Dallas Alexander. 3-run rather, sorry.
And look at the smile on his face. Get himself 3 RBIs there. Not much Trey Hitchcock can do with that one. That ball was over his head before he even had a chance to turn around.
So Pennsylvania, who had just 2 hits in their Game 1 loss to New York, has 3 hits already, and they're not done with the top of the second.
He came out swinging today.
Levi Schlesinger, he fouls it out of play off the right side. Grounded to second base and reached on an error, but got an RBI on it. The runner was coming home on contact. Schlesinger takes that 1-1. Well, that one won't call the strike, and it's a delayed steal there of third base on the catcher throwback.
Wow, caught everybody napping there, myself included.
You do see that a lot in the local little leagues. It happens very infrequently when you get to this level, but some heads-up base running there from Dallas Alexander.
Yeah, super aggressive. Everybody's still probably thinking about the play before. Sneak his way over to third base now. Wild pitch could score him.
30 pitches in the inning for Tyler Jacona. Schlesinger bouncing it to short, and it gets through, so another run comes in, a 4-run second inning, and a 5-0 Pennsylvania lead.
Tough play deep in the hole there for Joseph.
That's going to go as a hit and an RBI.
Number 4, Caden Colby.
All right, Caden Colby is in, getting his first at bat, the second time through the order, as he was hit for by Illich Frankel. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. So Jacona trying to get right back down to business and get out of this inning without any further damage. And swing and a miss. They'll have to complete the play here. And they'll say he got him at first base to end the inning off the drop third strike. But a big hit, a bases loaded double, bringing all 3 runs. Dallas Alexander rattling that one off the center field fence. And Pennsylvania's got the 5-run lead.
The Little League Grow the Game grant initiative has distributed over $2 million at the local level. Grant funding provides local Little Leagues resources for general improvement and to expand or establish softball, challenger division, and urban initiative programs. For more information, visit littleleague.org/grow the game. This is Nolan Berry fouling off the first pitch of the bottom of the second inning. Delaware needs to start chipping away at this one. Mark Brown along with Chris Denorfia. It's Pennsylvania leading 5-0 after an inning and a half. And that curveball just stays out of the strike zone. Now missing again, 2-1. Just 17 pitches so far. And now 18 for strike 2. Brady Myers. Been pretty sharp here.
Still not wasting any time in between pitches.
And a key statistic that they measure a lot for pitchers is first pitch strikes, and he's had 4 of them so far.
Yeah, he's been super aggressive in that zone, staying ahead of everybody.
And he gets the little tapper back to the mound for the first out as Berry is retired. That'll bring up catcher Jace Mitchell.
The catcher, number 27, Jace Mitchell.
Left-handed hitter. Jace Mitchell's nickname is Joe Dirt. You gotta love that.
Another great catcher nickname.
Yeah, and you know,
hard to stay clean back there.
Absolutely, and it's also hard to stay clean when you wear the same socks unwashed for every game as your superstition, which apparently he does.
Oh.
And that ball is up, so a 3-0 count here for Mitchell.
You think they make him leave him outside the dorm?
I gotta think so. And he takes that one for strike 1. 3-1. Good hitters count here for Mitchell. Fouled at the plate for strike 2.
Nice healthy 3-1 hack there. That's what you like to see.
And he lines that one straight back through the box for a single. Great at bat for Jace Mitchell. And he's got his second hit of this tournament. He had one of only 2 hits that Delaware had in their loss to Maryland.
The right fielder, number 99.
Ooh, the old Chuck and Duck got to get out of the way of that one.
That'll bring up Frankie Fusillara. Whoa, and that one, did it hit him? I mean, he ended up swinging. Apparently it didn't. It looked like it was going to hit him.
More of a defensive swing there.
And that one did hit him, and he didn't swing. So there he is on to first base. Now first and second with 1 out. Myers working quite a bit inside on that at bat.
Yeah, at first pitch, sometimes you're so geared up and ready to hit, and you start your swing, and then the ball's coming at you, and you almost can't stop your momentum.
Number 1, Jackson.
So you're swinging and getting out of the way at the same time.
Let's go back to that first pitch.
Just saw it coming in, up and in. Had already committed to the swing.
That ball left up. Big opportunity here. Big chance for a rally for Delaware. And that ball is on the corner for strike 1. 1-1, 1 out.
It's so important in these games that you just don't let them get out of hand. If you can have an answer whenever the other team scores, keep the game close. Wait for your big rally, your big inning.
Jackson Isaacs just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. It's foul. 1-1.
Now this Milton, Delaware team, a third straight trip to Bristol for the Mid-Atlantic Regional. So this small town program in Delaware has really been stellar. And Jackson Isaacs is one of those returning players. And in fact, when you go back to other age groups, he's been part of 3. So as a 10-year-old, was a member of the 9-10 state champions. Wild pitch, runners try to advance, and safe at third for Jace Mitchell. Another close play.
Great job by Gardner Fravel there. Coming out of his crouch, finding the baseball behind him, turning and throwing an absolute rocket to third base.
A great replay look there where you could definitively see the tag did not get there. So 2-2, Myers steps off the mound. Needs the rosin bag. So 1 out, runners on second and third. Called strike 3 on that outside corner. That is a big time spot for a big time pitch.
Yeah, another fastball here, just painted on the outside of the corner there. It's like whatever he grabbed in that rosin bag sure helped him out on that one.
Nice link with you. You're going to second base, you're going to third base. Okay?
All right, so they're pulling the pitcher. And we'll have a new pitcher. We'll explain it when we come back.
Mike, coming across.
Well, if you're wondering why perhaps Brady Myers was removed, well, it's these pitching eligibility rules, and it is definitely a strategic move by his manager, Patrick Johnson. He stopped them at 35 pitches, which means he'll need 1 day of rest before he can pitch again. And tomorrow, they will not play. If they win, they will not play tomorrow, and they will play the next day, and he would be available. And so coming on to pitch now is number 2, Nathan Wyan. And he inherits a tough spot. He does have 2 outs, but runners on second and third. So basically what Pennsylvania got is they got 5 outs from that 35 pitches with a 5-run lead. Coach says, you know what? This is what we're going to do.
Yeah, a lot of chess moves going on so far in the tournament here. Trying to keep your best arms eligible for as many games as you can.
There's a look at Nate Wyan. Coach says he's quiet until you get to know him, but is a bulldog out there on the mound. He's got first base open, but still ahead in the count here. 1-2.
Tell you, a lot of respect goes out to these managers. I don't know if I could keep track of all these moves. Just a bunch of grandmaster chess players just moving their pieces around and making sure everybody's having a good time. Everybody's getting in the game.
And swing and a miss for strike 3, and Wyan gets out of it, and Pennsylvania holding on to that 5-0 lead.
The second inning, after 2 complete innings of play, the score.
Well, Pennsylvania was absolutely shut down by New York in their first game, only 2 hits. But now in the first 2 innings tonight against Milton, Delaware, they've got 5 runs on 4 hits, and a number of them have been really smoked. They're barreling up the baseball. They got that 5-0 lead, and they're looking for some tackle-on runs here in the 3rd.
Yeah, they showed up here tonight looking like they had something to prove. I don't think they're obviously very happy with their offensive performance in the first game, and they have just come out swinging the bats.
You know, this is an elimination game with each team having lost their first game here in Bristol in the Mid-Atlantic Regional. So if you win, you can stay moving along in that elimination bracket, getting closer to Williamsport. But the loser of tonight's game is going to have to go home and end what's been a magical summer Little League run. And that ball is lined just past shortstop. Connor Foltz, first pitch swinging, and a leadoff double. Great hustle.
Well, Foltz smokes this ball, but what's so impressive about this one, as the outfielders cut it off, was he just had double on his mind from the time he ran out of the box. Made a great turn around first base, didn't hesitate for one moment, sniffed out that double and slid in safe.
Gavin Burnell now coming into the game to hit in Kevin Greninger's spot. And he takes the ball. So he is the second pinch hitter to come into the game. Gavin, one of the players who's turned 13. And he lines this one to second. Great play and doubled up. Jackson Isaac stabs it and then quickly throws on to Gage Joseph for the double play. Web gems galore.
Just what Delaware needed there. Caught a break. Another smoked line drive. Now, as a base runner there, a lot of times you're taught to freeze on a line drive. And I think a better way to look at that is to always say to yourself, I want to go back on a line drive, so that your first step is back towards the base you're at when you read that line drive off the bat. That way, no matter what happens, you're at least not going to get doubled up. And those line drives are hit so hard, you're probably not going to be scoring from second if it gets through the outfield anyways. So saying back on a line drive in your head, much safer play.
I'm just amazed at the quick transition here by Isaacs.
Yeah, great read on that ball. Knew exactly what he was going to do after he caught it.
We've seen some great baseball from both of these defenses. Obviously, there's been some great hitting. 3-1 pitch. And that's ball 4. So Nate Wyan draws a walk with 2 outs.
Pinch hitter number 13, Wyatt Kramer.
And Wyatt Kramer coming in. he is hitting in the number 8 spot. And he will be the 4th substitute off the bench for Keystone Little League of Pennsylvania. Swing and a miss at the first pitch.
I don't think we've seen substitutes used so quickly before in a game. But with the re-entry rules, a lot of these kids' days aren't over after the bat. They bounce around, they go to different positions. Some of them end up getting multiple at-bats.
And it's really all going according to plan for Pennsylvania. They got out to the 5-run lead. They got 5 outs from their starter, stopping the 35 off. That one is a called strike 3 to end the inning. So Milton Delaware is out of it for the moment. And we'll see what they can do with their bats in the bottom of the 3rd coming up.
Third inning, after 2.5 innings of play, the score Pennsylvania 5, Delaware 0. For Delaware,
yeah, you got to wonder what happens when
Hitchcock.
you get teams that make runs like this. Is it the same group of parents just having kids at the same time, or?
It's all got to come together, right? You got a great group of kids, dedicated coaches who know what they're doing and helping these kids improve. It's what it's all about. And having, been a coach, a manager, and part of the board of our local Little League in Old Sabre, Connecticut, it's hard to put all that together. Never been able to do it. Well, there's a great pitch to strike out the first batter of the inning, Trey Hitchcock.
Number 9.
Absolutely painted. Little comeback two-seamer there, it looked like.
A little break to that one there. Gage Joseph, who doubled in his first at bat. Looks that one foul off the right side. Counts 1-1. And another one of those returning players from Milton, Delaware. Getting that experience as an 11-year-old, maybe feeling a little overwhelmed when you get to a place like this, but playing all those extra games in Little League playoffs and then getting to come back in that same age group the next summer.
Yeah, he's got to be feeling a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident, and I think you're seeing that in the way he's swinging the bat so far.
3-1 pitch. Jumping all over that one, just out in front.
I think he's saying to himself, man, I'd like to have that one back. One more swing at that one. But best thing you do is forget about that one, move on to the next pitch.
Full count. That one's fouled right back. Joseph's got a great hack there, and he had a fine double in the bottom of the first inning. Those bats you're seeing are an all-new USA bat standard. And again, painting that outside corner for a called strike 3. Those bats have a maximum of a 2 5/8 inch diameter. And they are made specifically to have the ball react off it in the way they would a wood bat. And that's a good thing.
I think the sooner you can get that feel into a player's hands, the better you're gonna see them grow fundamentally as hitters. It's just a completely different swing with the bats that I used coming all the way up to college. You really didn't have to do much but get the barrel on the ball, and it would just fly just based on the technology alone.
Yep, and you would see that a lot. It was very obvious in Little League. You'd see a lot of, like, I don't want to say check swing, but very shortened swing, and balls would go over the fence.
Yeah, even when I got to college, as soon as I got, whoa.
That one smoked by Jacona down the left field line, and he'll have to settle for a single.
Just a great piece of hitting.
Number 34,
another smoked line drive.
Dominic.
Wood bat, metal bat, any way you swing it like that, it's going to jump.
And this is Bryce Dominic. That ball gets away from the catcher, so moving on quickly to second is Tyler Jacona.
Well, getting back to what we were talking about before, I got to college and you had what you'd call a metal bat swing.
A great diving stop by Braylon Corder, but he can't throw it on target. Safe at first, and a run comes in. So Tyler Jacona comes across with the first run of the game for Delaware.
And watch Corder here.
Number 4, Nolan Berry.
Full extension. Could not possibly reach any further. Just couldn't quite get enough on the throw, but what an effort. Super athletic move.
That was an amazing fielding play there. So we're going to get a single. Single plus an E6 on that? Right, because the run was able to score on the ball getting away. So spectacular play. It doesn't feel good to give him an error on that one because that ball is clearly into center field, but with the throw getting away, allowed that run to come in. So
I don't know if we've seen anybody extend like that and put a glove on a baseball here so far this week. That was just an unbelievable play.
Yeah, we've seen some dives and some slides, but I mean, that is full extension there on a really hard hit ball. Tremendous play. Swing and a miss, ball gets away. Runners will not advance. Gardner Fravel is the catcher for Pennsylvania. Nickname is Gardy, and his coaches and managers are basically saying he is defensively an elite youth catcher and that he really commands that position. Knows the game. Guess we're going to get a little discussion there, first base umpire and the home plate umpire, whether or not maybe he went around on that. You saw Fravel run over and tag him after he collected the ball. Bouncing ball over the pitcher's mound, but collected very nicely. Brady Myers steps on the bag to end the inning as Delaware gets one run back as we head for the fourth.
Delaware 1 run in the bottom of the third inning after 3 innings of play. The score Pennsylvania 5, Delaware 1. Food, ice cold beverages, and the best in ball game snacks. For Delaware.
Well, weather has been an issue for sure. A 3-hour delay to get our game started between Pennsylvania and Delaware. Here's what it looked like just before first pitch was supposed to happen at 4. And 89 degrees, felt like 98, and we got a thunderstorm with some lightning and then torrential downpours that came through. And that dropped the temperature down below 80, which is where we are now. There is still some weather in the area. We're hoping it misses us so we can keep playing Little League regional baseball out of the Mid-Atlantic region here in Bristol, Connecticut. Pennsylvania in the top of the 4th at the plate with a 4-run lead over Delaware. There's Gardner Fravel. Dream job is to be an orthodontist. That's the first time I've seen that.
It is a very specific profession to have in mind at this age.
Young man can make some money if he's a good one, though, right?
That's right. I just started Invisalign myself.
Fouling that one back. One of my sons just got out of braces. The other one may avoid it. So
this is my second go around.
Ground ball to third. Nolan Berry can't come up with it. It's into left field. And Fravel is on to lead off the 4th.
Yeah, you saw the first hop there was at least a 4 or 5 footer, and then the second one just stayed down on him. As the field conditions continue to be a story here with the amount of moisture that fell on us earlier.
And a special pinch runner coming in for Fravel. And that one is in there for a strike. Back to the top of the order. Braylon Corder. Way up and in. He avoids it. Double a walk. Scored 2 runs. An Antonio Brown fan. And that one bounces off the catcher and on to second base. Goes the pinch runner, Kevin Greninger. And right now, Tyler Jacona is up to 73 pitches. Max is 85. And he gets a fastball by Corder.
2 different strategies from the managers here. One, mixing and matching, using multiple pitchers. But all these decisions are based on who's going to be available for the next game.
That ball is hit out into short center field. What a tremendous catch by the shortstop, Gage Joseph. Had his back turned to the infield and didn't make like a basket catch. I don't know how he caught that.
Caught it like a catcher catching a foul pop up there.
Number 8, Dallas Alexander.
Yeah, another ball hitting the triangle here. Communication is so key in that situation. As a shortstop, you're going for the ball until you hear the center fielder call you off. And in that case, he didn't hear it, so he just went for it, made a great play.
John LaBarbera, who is our statistician and a Yankee fan, says that's a Jeter-like play. Do you agree? That one foul back by Alexander.
I think Jeter would appreciate that one from his new office in Miami.
Had to throw that in there. And grounded to second base, where Jackson Isaacs has the out at first as Greninger advances to third with 2 outs.
Number 0, Levi Schlesinger.
That'll bring up Levi Schlesinger. Got 2 RBIs and 2 at-bats today. The first one on an error by the second baseman, driving in a run, then had an RBI single in the second. Favorite movie, Forrest Gump. Yeah, that's a great one. Classic. And that one gets by, runner coming home, and he's safe. Granger coming in quickly with a great slide to avoid the tag.
What a beautiful slide there to avoid the tag. Jace Mitchell did a great job of getting to that ball and firing it to the plate. But what a slide. Keeping his left foot extended, sliding away from the bag.
Now 6-1. That one headed over to Jackson Isaacs as well, and he gets the final out of the inning, but not before Pennsylvania tacks on a run to go up 6-1, headed for the bottom of the 4th.
After 3.5 innings of play, the score Pennsylvania 6.
Deficit isn't hurting the enthusiasm of the Milton, Delaware fans. Not over yet. They're coming to the plate, trailing though by 5 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Jace Mitchell, the catcher, will lead things off, try to make things happen. He singled his first time up and was stranded at third eventually. That's well outside. Nate Wyan now will be delivering his 29th pitch. Interesting to see whether they go with that 35 pitch again to keep him available for what could be their next game on Thursday.
And Wyan's really come in, done a great job.
Ball to second. Brady Myers, who started the game as the pitcher today, gets the out at first base. Thrown to Levi Schlesinger. And he was stopped at the 35 mark for that same reason. And they're 2 good arms. Boy, they got 2 live arms there. And they've got the lead. They've put themselves in the position where they can do it if they want to.
Yeah, such an advantage having 2 equally really nice pitchers to have the option of using in the same game and not blowing them out, not making it so that they can't throw for 4 or 5 days.
This is Luke McCarthy, and he grounds this towards second, and charging is Myers, making it look easy. He's been busy here in the bottom of the 4th. He's got both of the outs, 4-3. So at 33 pitches, he can get another batter and still stay on the 35. As we have another pinch hitter coming into bat in place of Jackson Isaacs. And he takes that one high. This is Noah Wells. Nicknamed Clutch Master, too.
That sounds more like a video game handle than a nickname.
It really does. Unfortunately, I'm not up on whatever video game that is from that he likes to play.
I don't think you call up your friend and say, hey, Clutch Master 2, what's going on?
Exactly. It doesn't really flow. 2 outs. He'll get his hacks in here. 1-2 count.
Couple of deep breaths, compose himself. Really fighting off some tough pitches on the outer part of the zone there.
Well, pitches in the inning so far. And he grounds that one to third, up with it quickly and over to first for the out, Caden Colby. And a nice clean inning for Pennsylvania for complete 6-1.
Where no runs in the bottom of the fourth inning after 4 complete innings of play. The score: Pennsylvania 6, Delaware 1. Fans, pin trading is a
Well, let's go back to the second inning. It was a big one for Pennsylvania because of this big drive, a bases-loaded double that scored them all. Dallas Alexander delivering with the big hit, a one hop to the center field fence, and now a 6-1 advantage. They were shut out against New York in their first game, and they have 6 runs already through 4. And this is Illik Fravel coming to get his second at-bat of the game. In the top of the 5th. Now the count 1-1. And he hits that one deep to right field. And camping under it to make the catch is Frankie Fusilaro. Had it all the way.
Can't hit it much higher than that one.
And that's one of those that if it gets above the lights, who knows at this time of night, right?
Yeah, the twilight. Probably just missed it, maybe by about 10 minutes, but that can be a tough time to be an outfielder when the ball's hit that high and it just sort of disappears on you.
This is Connor Fultz coming up in the number 5 spot. And right now, Tyler Jacona has just reached within this batter the 85 pitch mark. And that is the max, but you can go beyond 85 to finish off that same batter. And that's what's happening right now. So no matter what, this will be Tyler Jacona's last batter.
He's really settled in nicely after that rough second inning, just doing everything he can to keep his team in the game, continuing to throw strikes.
Nice one there, getting him to chase the off-speed breaking ball. 1-2 to Connor Fultz. That one's up for ball 2. And missing outside here. Love to get his team another out before he's got to switch positions here. You know he's a competitor.
Yeah, and he knows this is his last hitter. He's really just trying to dig deep here, make one more really good pitch.
Fultz spoils that one.
Fultz is not making it easy for him, that's for sure.
Another good pitch. He's delivered him, but Fultz fighting him off. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a ground ball to shortstop. Gage Joseph up and over to first for the out. So Jacona does get that out for his last batter of the game. Actually, ended up having to throw 92 pitches. It'll officially go in the books as 85 for the purposes of rest. So a great effort going deep in this one from Tyler Jacona. And his manager
Hey. Hey. I love that you competed till the end, you hear me? That's what you do as a ball player. That's what ball players do. Come here, listen to me, all of you. We compete till the end. That's what we do in this game, right? Compete to the end. It doesn't matter what the score is. We play our game of baseball till the end. Great job. Just gonna go out to left field, okay? Nice job, man. Hey, all of us compete till the end.
Great words from manager Paris Mitchell, and Tyler Jacona did just that. He competed to the end of his time as a pitcher. And of course, the battle occurring today is an elimination game in the Mid-Atlantic Regional. The loser, unfortunately, will have to go home, but the winner will stay on the road to Williamsport. That's where we're all heading. August 16th, it all gets going in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, the home of the Little League World Series, and it'll go through the World Championship on the 26th. It was a beautiful look at Lamade Stadium. And this trip to Williamsport is a long one. Local Little Leagues around the world, over 6,500 of them will enter an all-star team. They'll travel through their district tournament. If they emerge from that, they'll go on to the sectionals in most cases, and then on to the state. You win your state, province, or country tournament, and you're heading to the regional tournaments. And then you win that, you're going to Williamsport. So we're in step 4 right now. The Mid-Atlantic region. There is Tyler Jacona, 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits and 6 runs. Only 4 of them were earned. Ended up throwing 92 pitches. And yeah, he was hoping he could come out with a lead or pitch a complete game, but now he's got another job. He goes to a position in the field, turns it over to Jason White, who'll try to get the last out here of the top of the 5th.
I really love that meeting that manager Paris Mitchell had out there. There's never a moment in baseball that's not a potential teaching moment. It doesn't matter if you're playing Little League or T-ball or in the big leagues. There's always something you can learn. Nobody ever licks this game. This game always fights back. There's always something new and exciting to learn, and just a great job of being a leader of his team right there.
Let's see that last pitch here.
Just looked like it got in on his wrist a little bit.
It's kind of in between that. Does he stay here or does he turn the glove?
Yeah, one of the arts of being a catcher is deciding how you're going to frame that pitch, how you're going to present it to the umpire to make it look as good as you can. And those fastballs down are the toughest ones to get your glove underneath it and present it in a way that makes it look like a strike. Just kind of got caught in between there a little bit.
The ball is down and in. Rio count here. And he gets it in there for a strike. Gavin Burnell getting his second at bat of the game. And that one just misses for ball 4, so he draws a 2-out walk. Pennsylvania still looking to get something out of this inning. There's a look at Paris Mitchell. It just inspires confidence and belief in his kids, and we really love being able to mic up these managers and coaches because you can really see the quality coaching and support
on first base, pinch runner number
and inspiration that a lot of these men who dedicate their time, and women, got a couple of the kids here who have played for their moms as their Little League manager in their local leagues, and coaches as well.
Well, not surprising to see that good quality coaching. These teams are here for a reason, and that's because from the top down there's just good leadership structure and just volunteers that love the game and know how to teach it well, and not only the fundamentals but also the life lessons that you can learn.
Gabe Johnson looked like he held off on that one. He's walked today and scored a run. And he takes that one for ball 2. That one misses as well, so 3-1. Jason White looking for a strike here. And he delivers one, fouled off by Johnson. So the count will go full with 2 outs in the top of the 5th.
Not the easiest position for White to come in straight from left field onto the mound for his first appearance.
Oh, that's a great spot right there on 3-2. Johnson was able to foul it away to stay alive.
Really made a nice adjustment on those last 2 pitches. It's been a little bit high with that fastball, and he just gave himself a little bit more time to get on top of it and pull it down through the zone.
And missing that one outside for ball 4, so now 2 on with 2 out.
Pinch hitting number 13, Wyatt Kramer.
And Wyatt Kramer will come in for his second at bat of the game. So White having some trouble here, finding the zone. Another one of the returning players from last year's Milton Delaware state champions who came here to Bristol, now on a 3rd straight season for this tiny little league from the tiny town of Milton. And he finds the corner there. Now Milton in a really beautiful part of the country, the Delmarva Peninsula. It's just west of Rehoboth Beach. And a hard shot to shortstop, but easily taken by Gage Joseph. Steps on the bag for the final out of the inning.
For Pennsylvania, no runs in the top of the 5th inning.
Is Levi Schlesinger. And what we're seeing now is it all going to plan as far as pitching is concerned and saving those pitchers. Pennsylvania's manager Patrick Johnson has stopped each of his first 2 pitchers at 35 pitches, which means they'll be available for the next game for Pennsylvania should they win in advance. Needing just 1 day rest and no other games until Thursday for them. A swing and a miss there.
Yeah, I'm sure as they were drawing this game up beforehand, they couldn't have hoped for anything better right now. They got that early lead, which allowed them the luxury of playing around with their pitchers and the number of pitches they were throwing. But I tell you what, the quality of all 3 of these guys is pretty even. So when you have a deep pitching staff like this, you don't have to blow out one particular guy.
Yep, that was Talon Stevenson getting his first at bat of the game as a substitute off the Delaware bench for the first out. Now Mitch Joseph will bat for Trey Hitchcock. Older brother Gage, a member of this team. And Mitch Joseph, one of the 11-year-olds. And we talked about the 11-year-olds from last year's team that have now returned as 12-year-olds. Mitch Joseph is one of 4 11-year-olds on this year's roster. So, hey, they put it all together again. They could be back there next year. Back here next year, that is. And 2 quick strikeouts for Levi Schlesinger, coming in relief as the 3rd pitcher for Pennsylvania. And now 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 9, Gage Joseph.
Schlesinger coming in looking like a closer. Might have saved their best for last.
As far fouled hard off the screen of the first base dugout.
Schlesinger coming in, throwing strikes with that fastball. And from up here, it appears to be what we call a heavier fastball. Now, what I mean by that is, as a hitter, your eyes perceive it as a certain velocity, and then when you swing, you tend to get a lot of those foul balls if you're a righty over the first base dugout, because you're just a tick late, and your eyes almost are playing trick on you, just like we saw right there. So we call that a heavy fastball that just it plays a little bit higher velocity than it probably actually will say on the gun.
And that's a good thing to have as a pitcher, huh? Whew. Anytime you can get an advantage. One bouncing in the dirt and getting by. Nobody on though. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Just 10 pitches so far. Schlesinger has been efficient on the mound here in the bottom of the 5th. See if he can keep it that way. Gage Joseph, a tough hitter. The number 2 hitter has already got a great double from earlier in the game. Now the count 3-2 though. And he strikes him out with a high heat. How about that? Taco striking out the side.
Plenty of reasons to smile after that. Coming in pumping strikes, 3 strikeouts, inning over.
Official photographer of the 2018 Little League Baseball Eastern Region Tournament. Be sure to visit them in the pavilion following the game to view and take home a piece of the action. They offer a wide variety of products to choose from and are eager to show you their best shots. But keep in mind, Thursday will be the last day in which to view and purchase photos. And again, a reminder, the photos will not be available online, so you do want to make your way over to the pavilion.
Well, let's take a look at our game summary. Pennsylvania, actually both these teams were shutouts in their first games, but Pennsylvania really coming up with some big hits, all happening really in that second inning where they got 4 runs, and the big hit Dallas Alexander's 3-run double clearing the bases. And Pennsylvania now with a 5-run lead through 5, batting now in the top of the 6th with Gardy Fravel, the catcher, now facing an 0-2 count. Mark Brown along with Chris DeNorvia, 10 years in the major leagues, 5 in San Diego. Most of you know him from those times, but some others, right? What do we got? We got the Cubs, we got the Reds.
I took a swing through from a couple cities.
Yeah.
A little bit of Oakland, some Cincinnati sprinkled in there. Spent a little time with the Giants.
Great looking curveball there, freezing Fravel for the first out of the inning. Good job, Jason White.
That's just a beautiful 12-6 curveball, late breaking, freezing the hitter's eyes out of the hands, and then dropping in the zone late.
A little check swing there. Diving play by White, and from his backside, throws to first for the out.
What an unbelievable play. I thought that ball was behind him already.
And look at that smile. Scoreboard doesn't matter when you make a play like that in Little League.
Reaching all the way across his body. the backside of the mound. I think he even surprised himself there a little bit.
That ball ripped foul, and as great a shortstop as Gage Joseph has played here in Bristol, by the time he would have got to that ball, the guy would have been at first.
I think he's shocked he did that himself.
2 outs, and Jason White's got them both. One via the strikeout with a beautiful curveball, and then the web gem. Here's Dallas Alexander. He had that 3-run double in the 4-run second inning, and it is standing up here in the 6th. Wasted one in the dirt on the 0-2 pitch. Now 1-2. Coach Parrish Mitchell described him as a great utility player and a clutch pitcher, and he has had some moments where he has stepped in and gotten some big outs for this team on this run. And he gets Alexander with the high heat to end the inning. Great job from Jason White to stop it here, and now Delaware is going to need some runs.
Delaware 1.
Little League team, the Connecticut State champs, after a very rough first game. They look fantastic today as they have moved forward into an elimination battle on Thursday versus the winner of New Hampshire and Vermont. That coming later on today. We hope tonight, if there is time. 3 hours behind schedule because of a big storm that ripped through here in the 4 o'clock hour. Levi Schlesinger, who had a 12-pitch 5th inning, struck out the side, now facing Tyler Jacona. And swinging a miss there. Jacona's favorite movie is Sandlot. That is definitely up there for the all-time great baseball movies.
I go back and forth on what my favorite baseball movie is of all time, but I can't get too far away from Sandlot. That is just an absolute classic.
4 batters faced, and Taco has struck out all of them.
I think we're seeing why they saved him for the last 2 innings.
Hell, he's not even impressed with himself here. He's just like, whatever. Give me the ball.
Just focused on the next 2 outs.
Bryce Dominic. Missing ball 1. 1 for 2 with the single. Cleanup hitter. And he rips that one to the left center field gap. That one is going to get to the wall. And Dominic in there with a stand-up double. And you see those horns that they put up there. Oh.
It's exactly what Delaware needed from one of their team leaders. Just get something going here in the last inning. Trying to get that rally started. This is where you look to your team leaders.
Nolan Berry, first pitch swinging and fouls it back. Looking for his first hit of this game. Takes that one way inside. And a great spot there for Schlesinger, 1-2. Nearly a great catch by our cameraman there as it ricochets off that screen. That was a tough play. Off-speed pitch. He's got to complete the play here, and he does for the second out of the inning. So on the drop, 3rd strike, then 2 outs and first base open. Nice job by Gardy Fravel. And And now they're down to their last
Number
out.
27, Jace Mitchell.
And Jace Mitchell coming up for Milton, Delaware.
Schlesinger with 5 Ks of 6 batters faced.
That's getting it done. And that's making Bryce Dominic's double up the gap look that much more impressive. Funny, we've seen him throw some off-speed stuff down and get people to chase. And he's got a fastball that a lot of these guys can't hit.
Yeah, he's working the top of the zone with that fastball and then getting the chases down with his soft stuff.
That's advanced stuff there.
That's
Changing levels, speeds.
That's the big righty coming out of the bullpen right there.
That's in there for a strike on 3-0, so 3-1. 5 strikeouts, and he's given up a double, no walks. And a ground ball back through the middle. He barehanded it, did Schlesinger. And it does get through there. Doesn't seem to be fazed by it. Probably not a good idea to try to grab a hot shot with your pitching hand.
No, that's never a good idea, but more than anything, it's just a reaction. You almost can't help yourself. You see it coming, you just want to do anything you can. Looked like he realized the decision he was making was probably not a good one and pulled his hand away at the last minute.
First of all, fantastic job tonight. Nice job. It's a little more fun. Okay? Hey, let's get it out. Just hit me one more spot, get one more out. Let's go eat some dinner.
Yeah.
Celebrate a little bit. Yep. Top 4 in the Mid-Atlantic with one more out. Let's go.
That's another great visit right there, and a confident one, right?
Yeah, just breaking the tension a little bit, settling everybody down. Everybody's probably a little excited. But I love it. Paint the picture of what you're going to be doing after you get this out.
That's manager Patrick Johnson. Says his best coaching experience was winning the state title with 13 kids that he looks at as 13 sons. And that one headed towards second base, scooped up by Brady Myers, over to Braylon Carter, and that will do it. What a bounce back game for Pennsylvania. A 6-1 win, and they are still alive on the road to Williamsport.
Yeah, riding a big rally in that second inning on the backs of 3 strong pitching performance. Just a great game by the Pennsylvania squad.
Well, the double elimination format, and Pennsylvania using it. So let's take a look. Clinton County now 1-1 and still alive, and we say goodbye to the very tough team from Milton, Delaware. For the 3rd straight year, they have made it to the regionals. Well, once again, our final score, Pennsylvania winning it 6-1 over Delaware and moving on down the road to Williamsport. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Little League Regionals. For my partner, Kristen Orfeo, I'm Mark Brown. So long for now from Bristol, Connecticut.